In this video, everything you need to know how to replace the spark plugs on Ford Focus. First, get your tools ready and disconnect the negative battery terminal. I will take you step by step how to replace the spark plugs on Duratec 2 liters dual overhead cam Ford engine. So simple, and yeah, you should be good to do it by yourself and save money. That's not so difficult. Okay, spark plugs so easy accessible, they're on top of the engine, and we need to remove those ignition coils, disconnect everything and get those spark plugs out. Okay guys, as you can see, lots of dirt build up around the spark plugs. Before we start removing them, do the good cleanup, make sure nothing will get inside the engine, and we good to remove the spark plugs. And yeah, the cleanup first. See a little bit sort of oil on top of the well cover and sand and dirt. Clean that before do any other things. Okay, I like to mark my spark plug ignition coils with a paint marker. That way I will put them in the same position. Okay, that's done. And first, start with the spark plug number 1 and disconnect the spark plug wire from the ignition coil. Push that plastic tab down and pull it out. If it's hard, you can spray a little bit of WD-40 and make it loose and it will slide. There is a 1/8mm bolt holding that ignition coil down to the well cover, and undo that one. And I will recommend to replace the spark plugs one by one. Get one spark plug replaced, then start it with the second one. Some people remove 4 of them, then put them new ones later. You know, I would like to do one, all done, move to the second one, third and fourth. Inspect the boot, look for any moisture, any cracks, any damages to the ignition coil, and that before you put it aside. Okay, we're using 5/8 spark plug socket with a rubber grommet inside that we need for pulling the spark plug out. Get the socket over the spark plug, push it all the way in, make sure it's snug and fits properly on top of the spark plug, and then use your ratchet and turn it counterclockwise and get the spark plug loose. Yeah, make sure it fits over the spark plug all the way in, and that way you won't do any damage. Then finish the turn that extension by hand or just help with the ratchet. Sometimes it's a little bit hard. Pull the spark plug out and inspect the electrodes and look the color. It should be brick brown red color of the spark plugs when it was without any oil deposits or white discoloration. That spark plug looks dry and red brown brick color. Okay, that spark plug is out, and now we need to we need to get our new spark plugs there. I like to put a number and on an old one and know from which cylinder it came out. We have a replacement one, and there is lots of important information on a spark plug box. Read that, especially when you will be at the step to torque the spark plugs. And neglecting changes spark plugs will affect the fuel efficiency, engine performance, and also will probably lead to misfire and unburned fuel thrown into the exhaust and will destroy your catalyst and eventually will reduce the engine longevity. Okay, there is different types of spark plugs. Pay attention to that. And some spark plugs are gasket type and some tapered seal. Depends from what spark plug are you using. Always refer to the manufacturer's instructions and also your vehicle repair manual. I'm using a rubber hose over the spark plug and always start first few threads by hand. Make sure you're not cross-threaded, and you turn few times like so, nice and easy with the extension. This way you're safe and won't do any cross-threading. That's important part. Then you're done, and we're not using the spark plug sockets, we are using regular 5/8 socket, because then you want probably have an easy time to remove the socket from the spark plug, and that boot will get stuck to the spark plug. And we're just using a regular 5/8 socket and extension and ratchet. Just go with the ratchet and tie it until it will stop, and then go to your spark plug one manual. Then you have some instructions, and properly torque it spark plug. Depends from the type of spark plug. As I already said, it's all can be on a cast iron heads, on aluminum heads. It can be a gasket type spark plug, tapered seal spark plug. Always pay attention to those details, because that's very important. You don't want to strip the threads or over torque a spark plug. Yeah guys, if you have any questions, put them down in the section below, and if you like the channel, yeah, feel free to subscribe. If you don't, just go and watch more videos. Thank you for that. I hope that will help someone one day. Okay, tied it up, and yeah, it should stay. As you can see, very little turn, and that's good. Okay, spark plug number 1 is in. Apply some dielectric grease to the contact points, where the contact points for the spark plug tip, and yep, put some dielectric grease inside like so, and push it in. That will avoid any moisture build up inside, and will prevent that from corroding and get our better contact. Okay, put the spark plug coil over the spark plug, push it all the way in, and it should sit firmly. And when it's all in, you will feel that little click when that spring will get over the spark plug end. Okay, same way we removed, we're putting that 8mm bolts, align the bracket and a hole in a cylinder cover, and tied it with a wrench. Thank you guys a lot for your time watching, and this is my car project and it's hobby YouTube channel. That's an helpful tutorial to someone, because so many of those Fords with the Duratec 2 liters dual overhead cam engine made. And yeah, stay safe, see you soon, take care, bye bye.